I'm 49. These are like the 4 things that I would absolutely start changing if, as a woman, you notice that your training lately has become kind of subpar. As we age and estrogen declines, so does our muscle recovery and repair. That training frequency time that you were used to, like in your 20s and 30s, becomes harder for your body to handle because you need more recovery time when we age. Even things like your training sessions and your exercises, and even like the amount of sets that you do per training session can actually feel difficult and even too exhausting. As we age, more sets are not necessarily better. In fact, picking more targeted exercises and actually slowing down the tempo when you're going back to the starting position can actually have a lot better muscle stimulus. And instead of training until failure, leave 1 to 2 sets in the tank, because training until failure increases your recovery time significantly. You do want to always challenge your muscle, but you want to be mindful of the time that it takes to recover. Starting in your 30s, you can lose anywhere between 3 to 8% of your muscle mass per decade. And that's if you do absolutely nothing. The answer is not to do endless amounts of reps and sets. Instead, gradually increase the weight so that you're constantly challenging the muscle and then slowing down the movement. Muscle is what's protecting your joints and also supporting your metabolism. Estrogen plays a protective role in bone density. So as estrogen levels decline, lifting weights becomes one of the most important things that you can do to offset that. Let's talk about your cardio. Now, this can vary for some people, but as we age, we are more affected by what we do directly before and what we do directly after our training session. So on a heavy leg day, your body is already under a lot of stress. You're moving the largest muscle groups in your body under a significant amount of load. So stacking your intense cardio session either directly before or after your large lift means you're adding more stress and also limiting the amount of recovery that's needed for your body. And if you try to do it that way, you might have already noticed that either your cardio session or your leg training session is gonna suck. Save those intense cardio sessions for a day where you're gonna do like shoulders or even like biceps and triceps. And last, training fasted might have worked for you in your 20s and 30s. If you're a woman that's already at an age where your estrogen levels are declining, your body has less resistance to breaking down muscle for energy, and fueling before your workouts will help prevent that. It's not that you have to be dainty and just be careful like a friggin' flower. You just need to be more intentional with your fueling and your workouts. Always eat enough protein for your goals. And remember, that minimum that's suggested, it's not for women that are 40 plus or even people that are lifting and active.